but I could see the humor in his eyes even through his sunglasses. "You know Amy will be bringing in her extras, and Sasha's going. She'll bring in some even though Toby's dating Eliza now." Greg sighed. "That guy needs to settle down. I'm tired of the string of women flowing through the station, but that's not my business. Anyway, cookie-wise, you're going to have to be more creative than just dumping them at the station." "See, this is the problem with being friends with the people you work with. They all have the same oversupply of cookies." I leaned my head back and let my hand hang out the window, playing with the wind currents. I should have told Amy I was busy that night. Or sick. I could be sick, and then I wouldn't have to go. No one wants cookies from a sick woman. "I'll help you make cookies Tuesday night. It will be fun. We can turn on Christmas movies and drink eggnog while we bake." He paused, glancing at me. "Unless you want to ask your aunt to come bake with you. It would be a fun time." "I don't think Aunt Jackie wants to help. Besides, she works the late shift on Wednesday." Which was a perfectly good excuse for why she'd said no to Amy's invitation. I sighed and checked my phone. No messages. And she won't let me take her shift. "She's a mean one, your aunt." Greg deadpanned. "Not funny. You know she and Harold are coming to the shelter today to help bathe the dogs. I don't know what she's even thinking. These dogs aren't all teacup poodle size. Your aunt will be fine. She'll handle whatever comes her way, and if the dog she's given is too big, I'll switch her out." Greg turned the car onto the road that would take us to the shelter parking lot. "You're kind of grumpy today. It's a good thing we're going to work with puppies. Maybe that will cheer you up." "I'm not grumpy." But even as I said it, I knew it was a lie. I was out of sorts. Maybe it was because of the upcoming holiday. Maybe it was because of the cookies. Whatever it was, I was South Cove's version of a Scrooge. I took a deep breath and sent the bad juju out of my body with my breath. The positive mantra trick was one of Amy's suggestions. She was way into the California New Age lifestyle, as long as it didn't affect her surfing obsession. I believed that a bad mood happened and it never hurt anyone. Being sunny and happy all the time just wasn't a natural state of the human condition. Amy and her boyfriend Justin would be joining us at the shelter. I guess I needed to blow off my bad mood before I got there, or she'd be talking to me about figuring out what I've been doing that has messed up my chi, or whatever it was that she thought caused bad moods. Sometimes I wondered why we were best friends. On some levels, we were so different. But maybe those differences were what brought us together. "Are you going to be able to get off on Saturday to attend the party?" I stretched out on the seat, knowing we were just a few minutes away from our destination. My Jeep was roomy, but Greg's truck cab was crazy comfortable. "I should be there, unless something goes crazy at the station. You know how things can pop up." He pulled off the highway and onto the road that would take us directly to the shelter on the edge of town. "We haven't had a dead body pop up in South Cove for a while." Greg shook his head. "You know I deal with more than just murder in my job, right?" As we drove through town, I watched out the window as we passed by the streets. A few blocks in, a Santa stood on the street corner. Dressed in the traditional red suit with padding, he looked the part. He had to be sweating buckets. But as we passed by, he waved at the truck. Funny, he wasn't near a store. Who wasn't near a store? Greg glanced toward my side of the street. I turned around and looked behind us. Now I didn't see him at all. Could he have gotten into a car that quickly? Don't tell me you didn't see the guy dressed as Santa back there. Greg reached up and adjusted his rearview mirror. I don't see him now, either. I know. That's kind of weird, right? Or maybe you just have too much Christmas stress on your brain. Loosen up and let's have fun this afternoon. No visions of Santa until the actual day. He parked the truck in the front parking lot at the brightly painted building.